Throughout the years, I've had clients ask me how I blow dry their hair and how they can do that themselves at home. So I wanted to put together a little educational video for you all to learn how to do this at home yourself. A few tips when washing your hair that's very important to adding body in the hair is using a good volumizing shampoo and conditioner. The volumizing shampoo, what it will do is actually go through and release the oil from the scalp, allowing you to have a lot more body in your hair. Also, when you're conditioning the hair, it's very important that you go from the mid shaft through the ends and try not to get it on the scalp area so it won't weigh down the hair, so you get the most volume in your hairstyle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and wash your hair with a good volumizing shampoo and then conditioner, and then we'll go from there. I think one of the important parts of blow drying your hair is to get as much water out of it as possible. So really taking and getting that water out as much as possible throughout those ends, because it ends up holding in a lot of extra moisture, which makes your blow dry much longer. So the more moisture you can get out of the hair, the better. When blow drying, it'll be much quicker and won't be hurting you as much on your hands and arms. A couple key things that I think are very, very important when going to blow dry the hair to add a lot of volume and texture, and is one, you want to use a really, really good mousse, volumizing mousse that's going to add a lot of texture to the hair and also support in the curl of the hair when you use your round brushes. Mousse that has panthenol in it will actually help you a lot because it swells each individual hair strand, allowing you to get a lot more thickness and fullness throughout the hair. So I'm going to use a mousse right now through her hair at the root area and then pull it all the way through the ends. So that way you have even distribution from root to end to give you the maximum volume. Making sure to work it into the scalp itself so it penetrates deeply into the scalp is a very, very good key in giving you your volume as well. I think your next step that you would like to do is actually adding a good root volumizer. The volumizer, what that's going to do is you want to spray on all your root area so it'll allow you to actually hold the root area and support the style and give you extra thickness and fullness throughout the hair. When using this, by separating the hair and spraying, using your finger to separate it and spray, is very important for better distribution through your root area. Now by massaging in all the product together, you want to make sure it really is worked into that scalp well. What I like to do is actually start from the frontal area to give the maximum volume, and starting from the root area and pulling it towards you as you're drying. So what I would do is I'd work your fingers deeply into the hair, lifting it up, taking the blow dryer. Make sure that you lift it straight up off the scalp and blow dry out, all the way out to the ends. You want to dry your hair 90% before you start with the actual round brushes. Lifting it up and blow drying it out will help a lot with that, because that way you will not have any frizz. Also, if you want to, what you can do is when you get towards the back, you can actually flip your head over and give more volume that way. A couple other things that's really important is to have a few clips available so you can actually section the hair. It makes it a lot easier for when you're using the round brushes. So if you were to section this whole top portion off from the scalp and just twist this and clip it out. The most important thing you would want to do, section this out like that. Then you want to take sections the size of the roller. So if the roller is this thick, you want to make sure your section is that thick and also the same length as well. So if you were to take this round brush and use this, it's like the same length and also the same width. So it's very important when you have this hair 90% dry, you want to take and pull it up off of the base all the way up and wrap it around and then roll the hair down. My clients have always asked me, why doesn't this brush ever get stuck in the hair? Very important thing is if you actually lift it up and roll it on top of itself and don't get the hair from underneath. Okay, once again, you want to make sure that you separate this hair and put the hair behind you and take the same thickness and the same width. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that brush, comb it all the way out and lift it up as high as you can, and then roll your fingers under and tuck it and then roll it down. Then you're going to take the blow dryer and you're going to blow dry underneath. Get it as hot as possible all the way around and then down and let that set. It's important to heat it up and let it set so you get the maximum volume. If you don't have more than 2 brushes, what you can do is you can actually take the brush out and roll it around your fingers and take the clip that you have and clip the hair. And that will set the curl as well. Once again, lift that hair up high as you can, wrap it around your fingers and tuck in the ends under and taking a clip and clipping that hair. Once you have all the rollers and you may want to take and do a little bit of a hairspray over the top just to let it set and let it cool down really well. Just put some hairspray over it and you want to let this sit for at least 10 minutes. Going over to one side. There you go. So this is a little educational video to show you how I do it and how you can get the look straight from a salon.